ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Heroes Give Chase. Hello! We are back with episode 50. We've been playing this game for, at minimum, excluding one-shots and battle royales, 50 days. We've been doing this for a while. 50 days of pretending to be a human fighter. 50 days of being a warlock, being a warlock tiefling. A lesser amount than that of being a tiefling paladin cleric. And then human barbarian. And 50 days of being an elf ranger. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And me, 50 days of being an asshole and dragging them all through hell. Ooh, drag you through hell. There's an idea. Alrighty, so before we jump too much into the session, let's find out what everyone's been up to in the last week. Obviously, those who are joining us are now confused. We are back from a one-shot, which is why it has been 2 weeks and we're still in the same place. We had two one-shots because we believed Kendrick wasn't going to be here, and then he wasn't here, and now we're here. So that is why we have extended out a little bit. But for now, let's find out what everyone has been up to in the last week. And let's start with the person who wasn't here last week, Mr. Kendrick. So what have you been up to in the last 2 weeks?
What's up, guys? Yeah, I know I'm the one to blame because I was busy casting a fun Warcraft 3 tournament. So sadly, there was no other day available than Monday. I really tried my hardest not to have it on a Monday, but sometimes there's greater powers at work. But yeah, it's good to be back. Super good to be exact. I was very excited to hear what happened last time in my absence, and I can't wait to see where today leads us, man.
I'm excited too. It's going to be pretty good. Faye, what have you been up to in the last week?
Not really much out of the norm. Still TFTing, playing more Valorant.
Nice.
A lot of TFT players do in-houses at like 4 in the morning. So I've been playing that like every day.
For Valorant or TFT?
For Valorant. After everyone's done.
Would I be able to ask for an invite for that for more casting practice?
Sure.
Very much appreciated.
It's usually at like, God, what time? Like 3 or 4 in the morning Pacific time.
On what day?
Usually like every night. We try to play like every night.
I can be up that early on some of those days. But yeah, sounds good. We'll find out what people are up to next week, coming up after the game. Hey Jixie, what have you been up to in the last week?
What have I been up to? Played some D&D. We played some Heroes. Played some League. I'm still not very good at it. Finally got the capture card set up, so I might play some Animal Crossing on stream as opposed to just spending 9 hours sitting in bed by myself.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, got that set up for a couple days ago, so we'll be able to get that. It's not working how I remember it, so I'm not entirely sure what's happened, but it's working.
The capture card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to just be able to... So gone.
I was very scared when I originally set up mine, but it turned out easier than anticipated.
Yeah. Well, I set one up to... When I set it up at home, it just ran straight into OBS. Now it doesn't, so I have to window capture the capture software that comes with it. So
that's the way I always did it, yeah.
But it worked, so all good. So yeah, we'll talk about it in the stream, but maybe Animal Crossing streams from Jixie coming soon.
Yeah.
And Crowan, what have you been up to?
Hello. Saturday it was. Yeah, I casted the Razor Riot Galaxy Stars TFT charity tournament with Doa. We raised a bunch of money for CARE and their initiative that they're taking versus helping people amidst Corona.
Nice.
That all stuff that's going on. So yeah, that was cool. That was fun. Besides that, just been playing, streaming TFT, a little bit of Valorant as well in my off time because it's pretty fun. Yeah, that's about it. A little bit of D&D too, as always.
Hell yeah. Sucks, yeah. Thank you for the 69 bits. My last week was busy. For starters, I played in Jinxie's D&D, which was always fun. Always enjoy that very much. I also did some money raising with the British Red Cross between me and the other streamers over a 24-hour period. We raised £15,000 for their COVID-19 initiative, which was pretty cool. Which is also why we set up the capture card, 'cause we played some Jackbox on that. That was fun. And yesterday, I ran my first tournament in about 13 years.
Hey!
Where we ran the Tetris Don't Panic Cup, funded by Janetja for her husband Don't Panic, where me and Caldor cast 4 of the best teams in Europe. It was bloody brilliant, really had fun, but I cast it on 3 hours sleep, so I was a little delirious for most of the time. But it was very entertaining, had a good time, and now we're doing some D&D. So, excluding the one-shots, that will be available on YouTube about after the session ends, really. So you'll be able to catch up on what you missed in the one-shots. One's already up there, second one will be up soon. Then you could... But let's find out what happened the last main campaign we were all here. So, the group finally arrived at the next city, which I had written down. I think it is still Asiloya, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
That sounds right. Yeah, because you haven't reached Korhara yet. So yes, you're at Asiloya, which means you're very close at this point to leaving the country. You're one city away from leaving the country now. Feels
Can't
good.
wait to leave that shithole.
Damn.
Get us out of Jokma, please. We leave. Oh,
I just
dear.
realized it's 420.
It's 420.
True.
Yeah,
Oh, on the
that's
day?
true.
Oh, so it is. Happy 420. Let's hope for high rolls.
Oh, we still got some of those herbs. I forgot about those. Only consumed those during the weird dream sequence thingy.
Alrighty. So, the group arrived in town, proceeded to stock up on items that they needed, and due to... They weren't really too bothered about the plight of the town itself until they met a nice old Firbolg lady who they decided, you know what? Yeah, we're going to help you. She sold flowers in town. The economy of the town was struggling, though, due to the fact that the mine and the smith, that were the main sources of income in town, something had invaded them and forced the fire elementals out and taken the smith hostage. The group decided, let's help the nice old lady. As such, they went in after buying some flowers. They broke through, claimed to be a representative sent from Jokma, from Reiki, the capital of Jokma. Claimed to be sent as reinforcements to help out. Rolled down into the smith, proceeded to wreck the fire elementals. Kill the invaders who were causing the mischief, aka the mine flayers who had found their way into the mine, before doing battle with the clearly mine-addled fire giant. However, it was very tough to fight and very tough to deal with, and Satra, making the decision on the spur of the moment, made the safe decision to take the giant out and not risk its mind being taken again. And that's where we left off, with you guys in the mine having beat the shit out some rats and blasted this fire giant dreadnought, the smith of the town. You find yourselves in the smith itself. The burbling of magma underneath you and the sizzling of the odd drip of condensation on the ceiling falling into some of the forge. What do you want to do?
Well,
Now we're going to have to explain this one to them.
yeah.
Quite bloody, don't you think? And Leonhard looks around and is like, ugh.
Yep.
It usually gets that way.
Well, it's not like we haven't talked ourselves out of a sticky. We've never talked ourselves out of a sticky situation before. I'm pretty sure they will understand if we just tell them what happened down here. It was merely self-defense, wasn't it?
I was
Yeah.
thinking maybe we tell them that we came in and it was dead.
who would have killed it then, Your Grace? We would have to come up with a very believable story because that thing, don't get me wrong, it looked like it was at the top of the food chain.
The mind flayers before us? And then we slayed them in this den? If they can control your mind, I don't know, maybe they forced it to kill itself or ate its brain or they don't know anything about them. They don't know what they can do.
Yeah, I suppose so. That could work.
How does the the giant's body look? Does it look like it's been taking a lot of wounds?
It's got arrows in it.
I'll take all the arrows.
It doesn't have that many arrows, to be fair. Kaizad, if you remember correctly, did spend a reasonable amount of the fight pinging rats and then stunned.
True.
But he did land a couple. It does have a couple sword hits, and it does have a... Well, its
Well, they
head
beat the
is a
shit with
little
them all.
bit more concave now. Conclave? Concave.
You might want
Perhaps,
to-
Shavali,
Mind
you can
flayers.
use your powers to, and Leonhard gestures towards this giant, tidy up this mess a bit. If you want to make our story more believable.
Do I have anything?
I don't know if my usual magic would be enough, but I can try, I suppose.
Just do what you do with my hair.
Right. Just kind of glances at the giant's hair. Right.
I actually have a lot of spells left. I'm really surprised.
I guess she would try to use prestidigitation to kind of, tidy things up a bit.
Okay. You remove a lot of the blood from the giant. You tidy up its hair. You can't do too much about its head or the wounds, but it's tidier. It looks like a less gruesome death. It wasn't that gruesome of a death to begin with, so now if you didn't see its head, you could have guessed maybe it just died of just being a frail body from the very minor cuts on its body.
Alright, I mean, that's
God, our
probably
fast
as good as I
friend
can get it.
Kaizen, as you're watching everyone do this with your past perception, you do spot currently in one of the rock faces on the side of the cliff, another rat is watching you.
Shoot the rat.
Shoot the rat. Shoot at the rat.
31.
You see it fall backwards and hear it echo as if it's fallen down something.
One moment. I'll go investigate that area.
Well, that's going to be an interesting scenario due to the fact that you are going to have to go to here. So how do you wish to get here?
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can borrow my horse if you want.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I have to get over there.
Oh, if you need to get over
One
there, yeah, you
moment.
can just take retribution. You don't need
Yeah.
to ask. Just,
oh,
I mean, ask
okay.
him.
Attribution, can you go over there with me?
He says that's fine.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
thank
he
you.
can't speak to you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
alright. You get on to Retribution, who F or just you? I mean, it's fine my side. Okay, there's very long buffer. Yep, frame drops, it happens. Alright, so yeah, Retribution will carry you over to the rock. You are deposited on the side. Retribution, there is no longer room for him to land. But
Yeah.
as you look over, you can see a cave dip that goes further down.
Looks like there's more here. Perhaps something of more mind flayers or rats or something of the sort. How large is like the opening?
Large enough for a person to get through. Retribution might struggle or get stuck long term.
Mm-hmm. And I can't like see anything much else
You have
down
dark vision,
the.
right?
passageway. Yeah.
Okay. You do see the tunnel just keeps going, but it goes straight down to begin with, but then begins to level out a little bit and turn into more of a pathway further down. But and then it curves out your view.
Okay. Is it like if I went down there, I'd be able to like get back up easily, or no?
Well, that would be a roll, but you could try.
Okay. All right. Not for now.
Fair
Just-
enough.
yeah.
Also, with your perception, you do spot some writing on the wall of the tunnel near the entrance.
Attempt to see what it says.
Okay. What languages do you speak?
Common, Elven, Sylvan, Draconic.
You cannot read it.
Chavari.
Later.
Our universal translator.
Oh, I need to turn off that donation link because it's not working anymore.
Words on the wall here. Don't know what they say. Retribution can bring you over too.
Okay. Retribution. Can I have it right, please?
He said, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Retribution picks you up and deposits you there as well. You also have dark vision, so you're able to look down into the tunnel entrance and see the writing. The writing consists of the numbers 17A. The numbers and letters 17A, and then underneath appear to be directions where it says left pool, right lab.
She'll say that out loud as she's reading it. Some kind of directions or something, I'm not sure.
Maybe it pertains to what else is down here.
Maybe. I mean, the mind flares had to come from somewhere, right? Perhaps they came from this way.
Maybe. You don't know what language it is exactly, do you? You can just read it, or...
I don't think it just says you can read all writing, so I don't think I know what the right or what it is. No,
It's more along the lines of the eldritch influence surging through your body, literally translating it in front of your eyes is more how it works.
Nope, I just know how to read it. I don't know what language it is.
Okay.
Well, unless of course you know the language. Which languages do you speak?
I know Common, Infernal, Gnomish, and Elvish.
You do not know this one, so you do not know which language it is. You do recognize it though as the language you saw on the wall in the town on the way into this mine.
Oh.
Oh, it does match the language that was on the wall back in the town. If you remember that,
Oh gosh, what was that?
it was marker that translated to the number 1. I think.
Yep, correct.
Yay for notes.
See, these were my notes. It would have just said the number 1, and I would have never have known what I was referring to ever.
Do we want to check out what else is this way before we go back up?
There might be more mind flayers.
Yeah.
Dealing with them is not a bad idea.
Don't know if retribution can fit through here, but we all should be able to.
As a reminder, you guys haven't rested, so if you are wounded, you are still wounded and have used resources.
I wouldn't mind a short break if we do want to do that.
Okay.
That way I can get my spells back in case we get into a fight.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so is the plan to take a short rest?
I
Yep.
believe so.
Okay.
Leonard looks like shit, by the way.
well-
Has seen better
Alright.
days.
Okay, use hit dice to heal up, restore anything that requires a short rest to restore. Is anyone keeping watch during this short rest? For the hour you are here. Okay,
Me what?
roll perception.
23.
Okay, another rat pops out the hole.
Let's shoot the rat.
Shoot the rat!
14.
I don't remember what a rat's AC is. Hang on. The AC of a rat is 12.
Alright. As long as I don't roll a 1, I hit rats. Nice.
Good to know. Good to know. All right then.
Because that was a 2.
Yeah, no. You roll a 1, you hit. Sorry, you roll anything except a 1, you hit.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So,
Should burn some hit places.
yep, heal up anything you need. If you have any resources, I don't know. I don't remember what fights get. I think they get their indomitable or.
I'm not gonna spend another hit dice for 2 hit points.
Indomitable needs a long rest.
Okay.
Most of my stuff needs long rest.
Okay. Fair enough.
Actually,
Get
starts as
your-
a short rest though.
That is correct.
That's pretty nice. That's a good one to have on a short rest.
You also get like your Battlemaster dice stuff back, right? Or is it
Yes,
on
the
all?
dice I do
Oh.
get back. That's true.
That's very useful.
Well, I'm
Alrighty.
really glad I didn't spend that many spell
Just double check
slots.
that real quick.
You're gonna what, sorry?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Jinxie? You're gonna go ahead?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. You said
I
you were
just
gonna
said it was
go...
good I didn't spend so many spell slots. So.
Okay. Fair enough. Alrighty.
Actually, I spent a lot of spell slots. Holy shit.
Alrighty. So, after the short rest is completed, what do you want to do?
Go down the hole, I suppose.
Okay. Who's going down the hole first, and what are you doing about retribution?
Retribution will wait and let me know if anything suspicious happens outside the hole.
Okay. Retribution chills. Who is going first?
I'll go first? Question mark.
Yeah.
Dark
you want
Vision
Pathfinders,
Scout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kaizen's leading the way. Who's second?
I'll be
I guess
second.
Leonard would go if Satra doesn't want to.
Sartre second, Leonhard third, I assume, and then Shivari fourth?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Putting the melees in the middle, I see. No way this can go wrong. Alright, Kaizen, you stand at the top of this hole. It's about a 20-foot drop before it begins to level out.
Like a flat 20-foot drop. I can't like slide down it or anything.
I mean, you can absolutely try and prop yourself and wiggle or slide down.
We have the rope of climbing. We could use that.
True. Is there anything for a rope to like attach itself to?
Yeah, there's enough ropes to probably wrap it around something.
Alright, command word and try to have it do that.
Rope ties
True.
itself around and dangles itself in the hole.
Useful rope. And climb down it.
Okay, no trouble at all. You're able to climb down with the help of the rope without any risk of taking damage. You find yourself at the bottom. It's still quite steep, but you find yourself at the bottom of this cave. You look further down the tunnel now that you can see around the corner. And you can see it remains stone for a bit before the stone itself begins to change to a more greenish color. Actually, no, you wouldn't know that because you use dark vision, so you would see grey. But the stone pattern definitely changes.
Okay.
Dark vision does not give you color vision in the darkness. It just lets you see
Mhm.
things. Alrighty.
Oh, we want light. I can make light.
Sartre also arrives down via rope. Again, no trouble at all. No one has any trouble getting down the rope.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, making light isn't bad, I suppose, unless something is going to see us coming.
That's fair. So do we want to be sneaky or do we want to see color?
It would probably be helpful for our Leonhard, right? You do not have the ability to see in the dark, right?
No, sadly I don't.
So I suppose we'd get be able to see around a bit better, and Leonhardt can actually see instead of wandering around in the dark.
All
Okay.
right then. For the king!
Wing! The hammer lights up, illuminates the area. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Alright, so you're going to begin making your way down the tunnel, correct?
Yep.
Okay. You guys make your way down the tunnel, same order again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you begin to make your way down, keeping an eye out everywhere you move. Again, it's Kaizan leading the way. Please make me a perception check.
I want to check for traps.
Okay, roll a perception. Roll an investigation check. So perception from Kaizan, investigation from Sartre.
16.
16 and
And come on, roll 20. Natural 20.
natural 20. Nice.
Ooh.
Okay. Alrighty, Kaizan, you're keeping an eye out. You don't see any creatures or threats, but again, the stone has very much changed into a more smooth, smoother stone at this point. You can still see impurities in the stones itself, but it is beginning to look a lot more man-made as opposed to that stuff. So,
Okay.
next,
No rats.
no rats you can see at the moment.
All right.
Sartre, you look down and you can see further down the corridor. You notice that one of the pieces of stone appears to be ever so slightly more illuminated than the others.
Okay.
You guys are still walking. What do you do?
That stone is shinier than the rest of them.
Sartre points it out round Kaizen. Kaizen, you see, with that natural 20, is able to be pointing out. You see that a stone is a little bit shinier. Sartre, now that you are nearer to it, you're able to look around and you notice what appears to be two tiny holes in the wall above this stone. One each side of the wall, one each side of the corridor.
How big?
Almost the size of like a quill. The point of a quill.
Okay.
That's natural 20 for you.
Yeah, definitely. So there's like a shiny rock, and then there are two pinpricks on either side of them?
Yes. But the pinpricks are about chest height.
About chest height, okay. Huh. My initial response is to go mess with it. My smart response is telling me don't do that. That's how you get rocks dropped on you.
Probably so. I wonder how to avoid it.
Can you check if it is magic?
Oh, I could do that.
Okay, I could as well if you don't. Do you have to spend the resources to do that?
If we don't mind waiting 10 minutes, can just do it.
Sure, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That is fine.
Alrighty, I will cast Detect Magic as a ritual, please.
You guys stop in your procession in the middle of this corridor, sit down, and begin ritually casting Detect Magic. Kaizan, a rat shows up at the end of the corridor, looks around the corner at you, seeing what the hell you're all up to.
Shoot the rat.
Shoot the rat! It has cover. You ignore cover.
Oh. Yeah.
Doesn't even get a squeak out,
26.
just gone.
Kaizen, when we're done with this, remind me to buy you a lot of wine. You're doing God's work, getting rid of these creeps.
I'm not a fan of them either.
Shivari, while this 10 minutes is going on, what I can only describe as the feeling of an attempted collect call probing at your mind. Something wants to communicate with you.
Can she tell its intent? Does it seem like it's something that's trying to like?
Roll insight.
Because if it feels like it's trying to like mess with her, then she will definitely.
You have a call from. Will you accept the charges? 10. You can't sense a motive.
All right. Well, she will block it with thought shield or whatever.
Okay, no, it's just free. You just resist the attempt. You feel it begin to push harder, and instead it just sends the message into your head.
Oh.
It was attempting to be polite. You're going to be taking 2 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Do they also take it?
Yes, they do.
I also have resistance, so does that
You
mean I
take 1 point of
damage?
psychic damage, and it takes also 1 point of psychic damage. As you feel a message come into your head, it doesn't feel like it's in common or any of the language you understand, but you immediately just understand it due to the nature of this particular telepathy. As you feel it push into your brain, you hear it say, "What business do you have here?"
She will telepathically say, well, I guess she'll just say in her head, trying to respond. We are just investigating. We are curious where this cave leads.
Will you kill what you find? 1 point of psychic damage, shared back and forth.
It depends what we find.
One's like what you saw above. 1 point each way. This thing has four hit points. It's nearly dead. No, I'm lying.
She will conjure up the image of the mind flayers and say, if that is what they are referring to, then yes.
You feel a different image being pushed into your head. You see what appears to be a larger mind flayer with a large, almost spine-like staff in its hand, wearing robes. You feel that image in your head. And the voice says once again, "Kill this. The smaller will leave." I can show you the image if you wish.
Yeah, thanks for the information.
Will you spare the smaller?
If they run and do not fight us.
Once you kill this one, they will. This is the, hang on, it's loading, downloading, uploading. That's what you see.
Okay.
It's not that large, obviously.
Charming.
but just for the sake of stream visuals.
Alright.
Yeah, much larger, holding a
Ginormous.
staff. Attack on Squid Titan.
Is that 2 or 3 more points of psychic damage?
2. The image and the message were similar.
Okay.
Okay. You spare them. What you want in return. That's 1 more point.
Right.
Unless you start letting it in. At any point. during this.
Since it's like definitely hurting her at this point. she'll start letting it in.
I was about to say, you can tell that you holding it back is definitely reducing the damage you're taking. You don't know whether letting it in will remove that damage or make it worse.
Yeah. Then yeah, she'd probably play it safe and keep
Fair enough.
holding it back. What do we want in return? For them to leave this place alone and do not come back to this area?
My children will leave. If you kill the usurper, we will leave this place.
Alright, sounds like a deal.
Deal. Alrighty. And this the message disappears. I'm not going to make you take an extra point of damage from the word deal. You feel a feeling of acknowledgement.
Alright. Then after that exchange, she'll kind of like shake her head a bit and rub her eyes and look at the
Yeah.
others. And
By this point, Sartre
So-
will have just about finished. It's just under 10 minutes, that conversation. So, yeah, Sartre still detect magicking.
so I was just contacted by. I'm not really sure what. But
Just
it
so you
sounds
know,
like.
the psychic link you felt, if you want to think of, if you would have been able to know this before you portray this information, it is a psychic link. You
Mhm.
can attempt to do something the other way if you wanted to. The other way down the link.
Okay.
Is there anything you would have wanted to mentally try?
No. Because it felt like a pretty powerful force that was on the other end, so
Fair enough.
she knows not to fuck with that.
She learned from when Leonhardt nearly went crazy for a bit. All right, all good. Then carry on. Sorry.
So yeah, I was just telepathically contacted by something. It was definitely very powerful, and sounds like the mind flitters might be its something. They are connected somehow, but if we kill one of the mind flitters, that doesn't. I'm not really sure how best to describe it, but it sounds like they have kind of taken territory that don't belong to them. And if we kill that, the other mind flitters will leave this area.
Why wouldn't they just leave regardless? If they want this thing dead?
I'm not really sure, but this seems like they are all connected telepathically, so maybe this one has hold of them somehow.
Maybe, yeah.
But I told them that this, whatever it is, if we will deal with the one. It's larger. It has kind of a spine staff thing, if that makes sense. So we will probably
Huh.
be able to recognize it. But if we take care of that, then the mind flayers will not come back into this area.
All right.
Sounds achievable.
Leonhardt, Sartre. You
I
feel
concur on this Oh, sorry.
You feel a cold wave of distaste wash over you. But if you get it individually, you've no idea the other one gets it. Unless you say something, obviously. It definitely doesn't feel like your own distaste, but you feel the emotion pushed into you.
Huh.
Okay. And that happened as soon as when?
When Shivari tells you of the deal of only killing the big one.
Okay, I see. Well, in that case, Leonor would definitely know what it is. And he would say, Oof, that was unpleasant. Shavati, I don't think our queen, and he gives a wink, would be very amused letting the little ones escape. I just wanted to make this clear.
Well, hopefully the queen can understand compromises, what they need to be made.
Do they need to be made?
Well, I mean, I suppose we could just leave and let everything here be as it is.
We could also kill the larger one and then kill others too, no?
I mean, we could, but the whatever creature this was that was, connected to me, I get the feeling that they were kind of powerful, and I don't know if that we want to, cross that creature.
I mean, we could always go and see, if the little one is just like a dog or something, then I'm fine letting it go. But if it's like shooting fireballs and stuff, then I don't know about that.
Well, I think the little one imply it being the ones that were back in the cave back there that we fought.
They were powerful, but they want us to kill something that they cannot, meaning that that thing would be more powerful.
Maybe.
Assumedly.
But when something can force itself into my mind, I am very wary of it.
That's fair.
Do you think this entity is more powerful than the queen, who provided us with dragons and made my sword more magical? You know what I'm saying? Shavati, I just want to avoid this turning into a Godzilla versus King Kong battle where two powerful beings fight through their champions and both of us die.
How about we go, we see what we can do about the big one, and we'll let the little one go, and then we'll send a message to those Gith that we found in the forest and say, hey, we're unsure what we're dealing with, but here is the location of some mind flayers if you'd like to do something about that. Then they'll go, they'll have the opportunity to kill them, and then our hands are clean, and we don't have to worry about pissing off some kind of ancient psychic god.
Alyssa can read our minds at that point or something and learns about it, but I mean, I suppose any way we take this, there is a risk.
We
Kaizen,
let...
you notice a rat peek around the corner.
Gosh,
Shoot
darn it.
the rat.
Shoot the rat.
We let the little one go. We fulfilled our end of the bargain.
I mean, true.
Leonhard, you also remember your bargain, which was a different bargain. To kill any and all mind flayers you come across.
I know, he said that, I know. Well, Leonhard just thinks to himself, well, Leonhard from Griever, that could get you into some real trouble. On the other hand,
Leonhard von
I'm
Griever,
just
what
going
have you
to-
got yourself into?
Yeah. On the other hand, he also thinks to himself, I've been through worse, and I'm sure it's nothing my stunning looks and charming personality can't get me out of.
Yeah, I'm not on Blackest best side right now. She didn't help me at all with undead. Now I'm more scared of them than ever.
Fair enough. Okay.
Well, we have a plan. Only one way to find out what's going to be waiting for us.
Again, if it starts like shooting fireballs and like stunning us like those other ones did, then absolutely we're going to kill it.
I mean, that is just self-defense, right?
I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you guys are going to continue down the corridor? After obviously detect magicking and checking the trap?
Yeah.
Okay. Detect magic finishes up. Sartre, you see that the stone itself is magical with evocation magic, and there is abjuration magic in a small invisible line between the two pinpoints. You're muted!
Ooh, now I have to remember what kind of magics those are.
Evocation is creation of damage usually. So like shocking grasp, firebolts, those are evocation.
Okay.
Abjuration is usually protection or stuff like alarm.
Okay.
Summoning shields, creating alarms. It does. There's some other stuff it does, which is really weird, but it does do other things.
Huh.
Counterspell is abjuration, for example. Alarm is
That's
abjuration.
a big ass ward over there.
Yeah, Sandra points
So
this out
does-
to everyone.
So it is a magical trap.
Yeah. Evocation and abjuration magic, so I assume you step on it or activate it and it explodes.
I could just dispel it. That would use one of my spells though, before ever getting into a fight.
Can I dispel magic? Well, that costs a spell, doesn't it? I only have 1 3rd level spell left. Oh, doesn't Leonhard have a wand of dispel magic? Leonhard, do you have a wand of dispel magic?
I do believe so, and he pulls out the wand that he picked up a couple of days ago.
Would you dispel that, please?
I've never used such a thing. And then he offers to give it to Satra.
It's all in the wrist. Just, give it a nice...
Just swish and flick.
Alrighty. You gonna... Is Leonhardt or Satra going to use the wand?
Your Grace, I beg you.
I'll use it if Leonhardt's really not worried
Yes.
and
And feel free to keep it. Magical things,
Okay.
they freak me out.
Fair enough. Alright. So
And
Satra,
he
you gonna use
mutters,
the wand?
flirtatious.
Alright.
All right, well, then I will flick the wand and try and dispel this trap.
Okay, you flick the wand and try and dispel the trap. The DC on the wand is... Is it 13 or 15? It is 13. Okay. You see... Which part of the trap do you aim at? The stone or the line?
I'm gonna aim for the stone.
Okay. The stone dissipates its glow.
Okay.
The line remains.
How many charges does this thing have? They're unreplenishable, I remember that.
I don't remember. I told you guys.
think it had 12 charges.
I think you're
12
right.
charges on it.
12 charges, and it was 3 each cast, because it's a 3rd level spell.
Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't know what this thing does. I'm gonna cast it and dispel that as well.
Okay, that also goes away. No trouble at all. Disappears.
Nice. I will plop the wand in the bag of holding and say, it's gone now.
Alrighty. What are you guys gonna do?
Oh, we can continue on now, safely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You guys continue on down the corridor. Moving on. Is there anything anyone would like to do during the walk?
Nope.
Leonhard considers, you will probably see him mutter to himself or whisper to himself because he's thinking hard about the most charming and best excuse possible.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for more writing on the wall.
Okay. Well, for starters, first thing you guys would hit is a fork, and on that fork, you see some writing, and it is the similar writing to the point where the 2 directions. To the left, pool, to the right, labs.
Oh, labs.
That way is
Labs,
to the
LABS.
pool, and that way is to the labs. So
I'm assuming they
What
don't
do they
do
mean by
dogs.
labs?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Laboratory of some sort?
Labradors.
maybe.
Well, I mean, if we go to the left, there's a swimming pool. That sounds very nice. Not dangerous at all.
Yeah.
Clearly a swimming pool.
I'm sure it would be nice, cool, and comfortable in these temperatures.
Yeah, not like magma or lava or anything at all.
All right, we want to go to the swimming pool or the dogs? I know my personal vote, but
Wait, what dogs?
we want to go to the pool or the lab.
The lab sounds like something we might find. Something that is big, evil, kill creature.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right, I will begin marching right to the labs.
Okay, you guys turn right to the labs. As you make your way through, the corridor continues. It winds a bit more. It goes down in a spiral for a while, until you guys find yourself at the entrance to what looks like it was supposed to be a sliding door, but one of the doors has been broken off and is now fallen inwards. As Kaizan, the one in front, you look around, you can see through the doors. You see what appears to be a lot of tables, all made of the same green stone material. Several vats, a couple of which have been broken open. There appears to be some kind of brine and lumpy brine on the floor. As well as what appear to be several wall-based pods, is the best thing I can put for it, made out of some kind of, similar to the stone, but more shiny, similar to the metal you saw on those Mind Flayers earlier on their armor bands to hold people in place. A couple of which still have occupants. It is hard to tell their state from where you are.
I'll relay this information. I think there are still people or something in those little pod things on the wall. Could see if they are still alive.
Yeah. Is detect magic still up, Mr. DM?
Yes, it is.
Okay. See if anything is magical in there if we hurry along quickly.
Yeah, okay.
Well, make your way to the people.
Okay, you're gonna move into the room and make your way to the people.
Mhm.
There is no detect magic pings, and as you move further in, as you get close to the people, most of them, as you get close enough to see, are dead. None of them are moving. One of them, you can see, appears to be still in relatively good shape health-wise, but you can see there is a very large amount of blood that has trickled and dried out of their right ear and both nostrils. One of them is, at this point, very gaunt and beginning to decompose a little bit. One of them, again, still looks in pretty good condition with no physical injuries, but is not moving. They all look dead from the distance you are. You can continue to get closer if you wish.
Are they humanoid looking or
They are all humanoid or
mind-flayeroid?
orc looking. Mostly
Okay.
humanoid.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
It's, quite horrifying, to say the least.
What's everyone else doing
Who
in the
did
room?
this to these people?
What's anyone else doing in the room, by the way? There's barrels. There's the barrels full of goopy stuff. There's the tables, also one of which has a body on it.
Leonard would very cautiously look to the body on the table.
Okay. The body on the table, you see, again, looks like it was humanoid, maybe half orc. But you can see that there are beginning to be some protrusions coming out of the neck, and the skin has been turned from the green to a sort of bluish grey, but the features are still quite a bit orcish, but there are protrusions coming out all the way from the mouth to the neck.
How smelly is it?
This one, not that much, actually.
Okay. Leonard would still be nope. Nope. Is it smelly in the room, like, in general?
The decomposing body says yes.
Okay.
Also, the vats of goop, they are definitely giving off a very strong aroma.
So if Leonhard can see the next door or next hallway that would lead out of this room, he would just be like dashing towards it.
Okay, you're scooting towards it. What's anyone else doing?
Can I use my divine sense, please, to check for spooky stuff in the?
Okay. What does that detect?
It detects. I know it's fiends, celestials. Where is it?
Fey, fiend, or undead, I believe.
Yes. Celestial fiend,
No,
undead.
Fey? Huh. None of those are here.
Okay. Mark one charge of that off.
Okay. Kaizan, Shivari.
Shivari would probably have been looking at the body on the table.
Okay. You see the same thing that Leonhard saw. You can examine it closer if you wish.
Yeah, she'll give it a more thorough look through.
What are you looking for?
She has a suspicion that this room may be some type of way of converting things into mind flayers of some sort.
Okay,
She's
that
not really familiar with
be-
mind flayers at all, but
That would be a medicine check.
all right. Medicine. Ugh.
Okay. You look over this body, and this poor gentleman clearly just had some kind of horrible eczema.
Here we go.
That is so unfortunate for them.
Kaizan?
Looking around the room for anything that might be like an interesting or useful like object or thing, or if anything's like hiding in the room.
Okay.
Let's just like make sure it's clear.
Roll investigation.
Looking for rats.
15. Okay. You find several sets of what look like medical tools, but they look nothing like what you've seen before.
Just like take one of those sets.
Okay. Put in illithid medical tools.
Alright.
Oh, I guess it would. You would see, but could you put medical tools in quotation marks for me, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
There are a bunch of bodies. There's some goopy barrels of stuff. Huh?
Yep. The goop, you go by it, it feels pretty greasy. As you get closer, looking to see if there's anything there, you notice that those lumps are dead creatures.
Oh, what the fuck?
You see that there appear to be a sort of maggoty worm-style creature, a lot larger though, almost the size of like half the size of a hand. That creature with teeth at the front, and a sort of clawed system at the back.
Yikes.
I didn't sign up for that.
No, I wanted to smite this into oblivion. What the hell?
Well, there's several. Well, those ones are dead, and those are the ones in the broken vats. There are still 2 more unbroken vats there. Those sit around that area.
So these remind me of those toad creatures we found in the forest. I'm going to kill them. Any objections?
No.
No.
Not particularly.
All right, I'm gonna hammer boy these all these pods with the things in them.
Okay, so you're gonna hammer onto one of the pods.
Yep.
Okay. You take your hammer and you smash into. Sorry, the pods are the vats.
Wherever these things are.
Okay, you swing your hammer into one of the vats and it shatters, sending out a wash of brine that smells absolutely awful, as well as hundreds of these now very living things which begin to swarm around the area. They're clearly not made for walking, so they're not very fast as you leap backwards as they all begin to crawl on the 4 sort of tentacle-style things they have in front of them. Large teeth, 2 eyes at the front, and fins at the back as it begins to crawl towards
absolutely
you.
not. What AoE spells do I have? Fuck that.
Yeah.
I am not fighting these things. No.
Yep, at this point, Leonhard, you've made your way to the door. You open the door to leave this room. As you look through, it's still pretty dark. As you squint into the next room, you see darkness, and then you look down, and it is a deep pit. And it is at that point that you smell the smell of very rotting flesh wash up through the
Oh
pit.
no.
I'm just gonna start like Ray of Frosting this shit. Like, nope. Just
Conjure barrage.
Do you want to conjure barrage?
Yeah, big AoE.
Okay. You AoE. These things
Get him!
have almost no hit points and no AC. It is impossible for Kaiser to miss unless he nat ones, and I think it's the same with Satra too. As you guys spend a little bit of time blasting away at these things, killing. Oh, dexterity saving throw? Yeah, that ain't happening for these guys.
Should just be they all just poof by 1 if they have like no hit points. 'cause
Yeah,
even if
no, that will do it. That will do it. As you absolutely eviscerate these with just a cordon of arrows. Not cordon of arrows, that's a separate thing. A barrage of arrows.
okay.
That was horrifying.
I don't like that one. Nope.
I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah, please do not.
Do I have any?
Sure, I would start cleaning stuff up with some produce flames.
Okay, yep, scorched earth, you burn the area. Leonhardt, you're still standing, hands on the doorway, eyes slowly adjusting to the darkness. You cannot see the bottom of this pit, but the smell of rotting flesh comes up.
Yeah, so now that things get really dark and he doesn't see shit, with an explorer's kit, I guess I could light a torch.
Okay, would you like to light a torch?
Yes, sir.
Okay, allow me to Google something quickly.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck? I'm lighting a torch!
Yep, there
What
is.
kind of actions you could think of?
There's something I need to check.
There's probably some gas floating or something. I'm gonna incinerate everybody.
Monkus, light
Don't you
torch, the
hear,
whole room just explodes.
A silent hiss, like, and the gas explodes.
I mean, honestly, you're not wrong. I'm checking to see if the gases a rotting corpse gives off are flammable.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't look like it. Very, very minor amounts of the gases given off by a rotting corpse would be flammable to the point of ignition / explosion. So, yes. You light up the torch and it ripples a bit as there does not appear to be much oxygen in said room. But you hold it out and hold it over the edge. What do? You still can't see the bottom? What do you do?
So there's no way I can move on because there's this big pit in
Unless you
front
want to
of
jump in
me.
the pit.
Not advised.
You know what? Leonhard just tosses the torch down to see how far it goes.
Okay, you
Oh, I
toss the
thought
torch.
you were gonna jump in the pit. I
Yeah,
was
when
like,
you said
what the
when you said you know what, so did I.
heck?
And he would obviously try to measure like how wide this pit is.
Okay,
by
so you're gonna give
light
it a
of
bit
the
of
torch.
distance on the torch as well.
Yeah.
Okay, you throw the torch. After about 10 feet, it hits the edge and begins to spin down. Torches are made to stay alight through wind and stuff, so it does stay ignited, but it does go a little dim. You see the light fall for 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet. Pff, it hits the bottom. As the wind on its falling form dissipates, it begins to brighten up a bit and also catch on some of the clothing that is on the people down there. As the fire begins to spread, you see what does appear to just be a mass grave.
Oh no.
The mass grave, however, how good is your eyesight? I'd say, what's your roll a perception check for me?
Okay. Let's see.
17, not
17.
bad. Okay, yep, you look down and you can see that a lot of these people are, again, either sort of half blue grayish with protrusions. Some of them, a lot of them are covered in blood in the head region. In some cases, the ones facing away from you, you can see a couple of them are missing the entire back of their skull. And there is nothing inside their head.
Hmm.
Before the fire begins to wash over them all.
Yeah, could Leonhard get a grasp on like how wide this pit is if
Yeah.
he were to jump
Like I said,
past it or
you already threw the torch in. It's about 10 feet wide.
10 feet wide? Okay.
Yes. You do not see a door on the other side, though. This just appears to be a body pit.
Okay. Well, he would relay this information to his party members, and he would be like, "Friends, I think I know where the others went. You may want to take a look at this."
It's at this point smoke is beginning to pour into the room from the burning bodies, and it is beginning to smell very foul. Not pouring into the room, but it's beginning to hit the ceiling.
Leonhard, open a window. Jesus.
It wasn't me.
Oh.
Yeah.
go
Anyone who
take
goes,
a look.
you look down, you can see the now burning pile of bodies.
That is awful.
We're killing everything here.
Agreed.
I think the deal is off.
Nothing in this place deserves to stay alive. This is an abomination and an offense to everything beautiful in this world.
At this point, you hear from the wall in one of the closed-in pods. Am I an abomination? You look to the one on the far right, who didn't appear to have any more physical marks, but had not been moving this entire time. Its head is now up and looking at you all with a completely blank expression. Am I an abomination?
Do you want an honest answer?
Yes, please. So far, this
You
person
are-
looks basically human.
Okay. No signs of
Sorry, half-orc,
experiments.
Oh, there is bleeding, but that's it.
Okay. So far, you seem to look normal. I cannot speak for you inside, though.
Huh. What would I have inside?
What happened to you?
I was taken. I was told I would be better. They would... They said Ceramorphis would make me better. They put something in me. He tries to move his head, but doesn't appear to be able to look to his ear. I heard it. I heard it go in me.
What did?
Say again.
What did? What went in you?
The eyes was small, blue, purple. It forced its way in. I could hear it, feel it. It was chewing. It was hungry. I'm hungry. Tell me, do any of you have brains?
Excuse me?
Do you have brains?
No brains here.
Ah,
Nope.
that's a shame. I really want brains right now. You ever have that craving for brains?
Your Grace, with your permission?
Mhm. Yep. Yeah.
He looks at Shavari and Kaizen as well to see if they nod or...
Could you be able to cure this person, Satra? Like you did the sluts?
I can certainly try. This guy's all chained up, right? So he can't hurt me.
he's trapped to the wall.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Leonard puts the sword back into the sheath and waits for...
No. I'd like to try healing you if that's all right.
That sounds nice.
I will give him 5 points of lay on hands.
My ear feels nice, thank you. Who are you?
I am Prince Luther, firstborn of Holm.
Ah, that's nice. Where's that?
you know, around
Mm,
just to the east. It's not really to the east, right? Because I wouldn't say actually
definitely
where
not
it
to the
is.
east.
Okay.
That's nice.
Did you want to be changed?
I don't remember. But it sounds nice, right? Being better and just... Can we just get an order of brains in right now? Because I'm just so hungry for brains.
Leonard draws his sword.
I don't
Okay,
think
well that
it worked.
clearly didn't work.
Let's just get an order in. We have a... No, we? I don't know who we is, but I remember we have a group in town called Orca Eats. They might do brains, right?
They might.
That sounds good.
And he tries to swing at that bee.
Let's get in some it's restrained, so roll an attack with advantage.
Nice.
Okay, well,
Yeah, that sounds nice. How do you want to kill it?
Leonhard is just disgusted to the bone, and with a twisted face, he just cracks the skull in two.
Okay. You crack the skull into it, bring the sword directly down onto it. It lets out a... and slumps forward. As the skull splits, you see something wiggling inside.
oh, I'm gonna smack that.
You smack that, you come down on top of the already cracked skull with the warhammer. Still restrained, roll advantage.
Just like, Leonhard, we weren't done. We were going to. Oh, shit. Nope. Oh, actually, I screwed the roll, so I'm gonna do that really quickly.
Thank you.
Advantage. 27.
27 hits. The head just cracks under the weight of the warhammer and splinters inwards. As you raise it up, you see a now very dead, much fatter version of those tadpoles that you broke out of the vat, where about half his brain should be. Teeth currently dug into the other half of the brain.
Oof.
It's
we gotta
very
get rid of
fat
that.
looking, and it was attempting to position itself on top of the spinal cord. It is dead. It's very dead.
That is. Yikes.
That's the word for it, yeah.
Yeah, we
Jeez.
best be on our way, leave this place, or finish what we came for.
Mm.
I'm
Every
definitely
minute
getting rid
here
of
is
all
like an
those
eternity.
last little vats of tadpoles. Much more gently this time.
Okay, how do you want to gently get rid of the tadpoles? Reminder, you do currently have a burning hole of bodies.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna throw it.
Sounds good.
If I can pick it up and throw it.
You can roll it. It's round.
Okay.
Okay. Sartre rolls the other vat over, careful to hold the lid on, and then whoop! You guys wait, and you hear a shattering followed by a hissing as the brine hits the fire, but the fire wins out in the end, and you hear a lot of very high-pitched shrieking and a whole lot of sizzling.
All right.
That is very gruesome.
Everything in this place is gruesome.
We need new gloves when we get out of here.
It's how they reproduce the mind flayers? These little things eat on the brains and then become bigger, or
I don't know. Is this like all the gruesome looking stuff in here? Cause like,
Yep. I mean, other than the partially transformed body on the table.
okay. Yeah, that's going in the hole too. I'm
It's
just
in the
gonna like
hole.
Arthas purge this place like super
Okay.
quick. Just,
Everything
like,
in this room goes in the hole.
Yep.
Okay. Understood.
All right. Well, there were no Labradors in there. Maybe the pool will be better.
I have a feeling it won't be better, but hopefully.
Maybe.
Alright. You guys are gonna turn around and go to the pool?
Yeah.
There's no other doors in this room, right?
Roll perception. Or investigation, your choice.
Okay, I'm not going to throw up.
Okay, good to know.
Nice.
There are no more doors in this room.
Alright. Going to the pools. Going for a swim.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. You guys turn around. Same marching order as before, or do you want to mix it up?
I'll go first.
Okay. Sartra's now first. Second?
Well, Leonhard would like to be last.
Okay. Who would like second?
I'll go second.
Alrighty. Which means
Try
Shivari,
for
process of elimination, is third. Okay. You guys turn around and begin making your way to the pool. As you ride back to the fork and turn that way, Kaizan, Rat.
Shoot it.
Cool. Rat's dead. Unless you nat one. Rat's dead.
2.
You're getting close. One of these rats might live one day.
That's crazy.
You guys make your way down until you begin to hear voices. Kaizan would hear first, obviously, because he's perceptive.
Just hold a hand up.
Only Shivari and Leonhard see it. Cassandra keeps walking.
Hold Satra's shoulder and then hold the hand up.
Okay.
Okay.
Say, "I hear something."
Okay.
And
It
try to
is
like.
not in common, or any of the languages you
Uh.
understand.
Hmm. Hmm. Coming from. Where is it coming from?
It's directly ahead down the corridor.
Ah. Say it is
You can
ahead.
actually see a light at the end of the corridor. It's green.
Huh.
It's gross.
Can't understand what they're saying, but there's some things up there. Probably some mind flayers.
I could cast tongues if we'd like. That'd be my last 3rd level spell.
I could also take 10 minutes to cast comprehend languages, but if they are mind flayers, do we really care what they have to say?
That's fair.
So at this point, you hear now in common. I can feel you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Take your time. Please think pleasant memories when you come in.
Well,
I guess that's all sad.
Yeah.
indeed.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Think unpleasant things.
How dare you?
I mean, Shivari definitely can't like have her thoughts not be on the room that they were just in, which is pretty unpleasant to her. I don't know if it's unpleasant to that.
Probably same, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Fair
guys
enough.
have some very unpleasant thoughts as you make your way forward. Okay, you make your way forward into the room and find yourself in the entrance to this room. You can see a large pool with what appears to be, because I didn't add it to the map, feels bad, a dead, decomposing brain the size of a house in the pool, with the large creature who Shivari you saw in your mind standing in front of it. He's looking at you all expectantly. I can feel you up to 2 miles away. You spent a lot of time in the labs. Did you like it? Were any of the
No.
experiments successful?
No.
Disappointing.
By the way, this is the thing that I saw and the thing that told me that we were supposed to kill. She'll whisper
Well.
to her allies.
I don't know about you, friends, but after what I just witnessed, is there any further discussion necessary?
Nope.
Kaizen,
No.
I want you to shoot this thing like you've never shot a thing before.
Quick question. What's everyone's intelligence scores in this group?
Uh-oh.
Intelligence?
Yes.
13.
13, 12,
10.
17, 10. Okay. It looks up to Shivari, just goes, I can already tell you will be the most delicious.
Oh god.
No, I've heard I'm not very delicious, so
Oh no, you're definitely the most delicious. I can promise you, you are the most delicious out of this group.
nope.
Yes.
Disagree.
You're entitled to that disagreement, but I'm going to be the judge.
Who's gonna be the judge when I fucking kill you, but sure.
Oh.
So bad-mannered. That's what you skinny pink and just red forms say, right? White forms in this case.
I was gonna say, how rude.
Yes, that's a phrase I've heard. How rude. That's a phrase. That's a sass, right? A sass? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with most lesser races' customs. I'm trying to make you more comfortable before I eat you.
Oh, well, if you want to be polite, you can slit your throat. That's how we say hello.
Oh, I don't think that custom will transfer.
Oh, yeah, no, you can do it. It's totally fine.
Oh, interesting. Okay. We're going to fight, right? That's how this works. Sorry, I'm new to the whole leader of a colony thing. By the way, these are my servants. They both wave.
You could surrender.
I told them to wave. No, 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 no.
You know, someone wanted us to kill you.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
That would be the Elder Brain. What I broke off from to start this colony.
Why did you break off?
Because the Elder Brain bossing me about was terrible, so I decided to do the bossing around. Hence, servants.
So you're not gonna surrender?
No.
Lakith will be very happy about your death.
Excuse me?
The Queen, Lakith, will
Yeah,
be very
no, I
happy.
heard what you said, but the fuck? That's the thing you say, right? The fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, good. The fuck? You want Gith? None of you appear to be undead.
No.
What the hell?
Your death will be our gift to her, though. I
don't get
We're
it.
going to kill you now.
Oh, I mean, I get that, but I'm not sure I got the first bit.
Psychic damage.
Ow.
I never thought I would say this, but I prefer the dumb ones. At least they shut their mouth and get to action, and Leonhard would then step forward.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to apply some poison to an
Okay,
arrow.
You will get that as your free action. Leonhard, you can probably scoot round Shivari to here, I'd say, before the corridor's a bit too thin. And then we'll roll initiative.
Alright.
All right.
Let's go.
You get the poison on as your surprise round, basically.
Okay.
Can I cast Aura Vitality?
Yes, I'll let you surprise round that. He's being very kind. Well, basically this way. So less of a surprise round. You can all get one action, but on the condition he's ready to fight, he's getting one too.
Okay.
So less a surprise round, more a everyone's doing a thing. Oh damn. Well, he's slow compared to his subordinates.
Oh, I really wish I had my horse.
No. Okay. Well,
And Supo's nose. Don't forget to click your tokens.
don't forget to click your tokens. Roll 20. Ooh, how far is he away? Can he do that? No, actually. Well, he's going to do something else.
But just to be on the same page, Vlakith wanted us to kill exactly these things, right?
Every single mind flayer you come across, yes.
There we go.
These
Okay.
are the things she hates more than anything. So yes, you are.
Because the reaction of that guy was kind of throwing me off. Like,
Oh no, he's just. This is just. None of the other mind flayers you've seen have been like this. This is.
okay.
He's just weird. Okay, well I guess he's gonna. Oh man, is it really mean to open up that way?
You about to stun us all?
I mean, he can't stun everyone because he's too far away. He actually doesn't really have anything that's in range, by the looks of it. Is that in range? That's in range. All right, he's going to drop confusion on you all.
No.
Okay, so that's his opening. So we already had the poison's been applied, Aura of Vitality's been cast. Now, if everyone could please make me a wisdom save.
Our favorites.
You're all in the aura. So +4.
Oh.
Oh, Kaizan.
Oh,
Not this
no.
again.
Continues.
Not again.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Okay, Shivari and Leonhardt are fine, thanks to the aura of Satra saving Shivari. Satra and Kaizan, on the other hand, are confused.
Are you implying a 12 doesn't save?
A 12 does not save, and neither does an 11.
Oh no.
Okay, everyone rolled?
Yep.
Okay, we are in initiative then. Alright, this Mind Flayer had a really good opening. He's gonna scoot forward. And he is going to attempt to Mind Blast everyone.
Oh no.
So could everyone please make me a intelligence saving throw, please?
Okay. With my anti-magic shield, I
It
guess
is
I have
not
advantage on this.
magic on this one. Again, this is a psionic ability. Oh, you should have had advantage on the confusion then, if it gives you advantage on spell saves.
Yes, but only projectiles.
Ah, this was also not a projectile, so
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so plus the aura,
So that's 18 for me.
18 and 17, both of you are fine. So, do you take half damage on success? Half damage on... Hang on. No, it looks like you just take nothing. Same throw, and be stunned, creature can appear same throw. Yep, no, you just... Nothing happens. You both just... You two throw that off, you three throw that off, and Kaizan, easy success. Alright, yeah, you all resist the Mind Blast completely. Mind Blast 2, Electric Boogaloo, intelligence save, please.
Oh no. I'm not a smart boy.
Well, speaking of which, I can jump to the battle map.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Much more room. Okay. Okay, that's less successful. Alright. Fail, 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 and one for Leonhardt.
Oh, we need to roll another one?
Yes. Like I said, Mind Blast 2, Electric Boogaloo. Okay, that is a universal fail.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh man, this might be really bad for you guys. Okay, so everyone's going to take 18 points of psychic damage.
Oh no.
18?
18. Halved to 9 for Shivari, and I believe he takes 9 points as well, correct?
Yep.
Okay, he takes 9 points too. And all of you are stunned. Every single one of you.
Okay.
You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Leonhardt, you are stunned the turn, which is
Yep.
good news. So I need to make a wisdom save and an intelligence save, one for the confusion, one for the stun.
Oh my god, okay. So
Leonard
wisdom
got a
first.
natural 20 on the confusion.
Oh, yes, sorry. Oh, who was the confused people again?
Me and Kaizan.
That was it.
confused.
Thank you. All right, so yeah,
Okay,
just
then
a
just the
in save,
in-save.
please.
Okay.
Plus the 4 from Satra. 17. Plus the 4 from Satra, so 17. You break the stunned, you'll be able to act next turn, assuming you don't get stunned again. Kaizan,
Good.
you make me your appropriate
make
rolls.
both.
You gotta make
Wisdom
both.
and intelligence.
Yes, please. Both at the end of your turn.
Wisdom.
16,
So 16.
which is a fail. You're still confused. And
And
intelligence.
12.
12. A fail. You're still stunned.
All right.
Shivari.
Alright. Intelligence saving throw.
Yep.
Wow. 25.
It's not showing up on mine, but yes, absolutely, you are free of the stun. And now the Elitharid. Gonna begin to scoot. How fast can he go? Oh, 30. Oof, why do I keep putting my enemies so far back? Just they can talk shit? It's a terrible idea. Okay, he's gonna see the... Who broke the stun? Kaizan broke a stun, right?
Nope.
No.
I did
Leonhardt broke
not.
a stun. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Alright, he's going to look at you and go, you escaped quickly. Let's use that. Please make me a wisdom save.
Okay.
19. You
I don't think
avoid.
so.
You avoid being dominated by the Elithorid. That's its turn. Satra.
Yup.
So confusion and stun. That's 17. That is exactly enough to break the confusion. Not enough to break the stun.
Yep.
Okay. Mind Flayers. So, hang on, I should mark people. Okay, so Sartre is stunned, which is, we're going to have this little hedgehog. Kaizan is stunned, I believe.
Yeah.
Who's what? Oh, you already gave it to you.
Oh, I'm double stunned.
Double stunned. Damn it.
Oh.
I'll let you.
Okay.
Okay, Leonhard, you're not affected by anything, right?
Currently, I'm not affected by anything.
And Shivari is also free. Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. So does Mind Flayer for starters needs to roll back to see if he gets his Mind Blast back. He does not. Okay, so he will move up.
I'm also confused, right?
What were your saves?
16 did not save.
The 16 did not save against the confusion. No, so you're also confused. So we'll do
Okay.
the man holding his head for that one if you could.
Yeah.
Thank you. Alright, this one's going to move up. And it's going to attempt to... One incapacitated humanoid grappled by the Mind Flayer. Not grappled yet, so it's just going to use a tentacle attack on you, Sartre. With
Ah.
advantage, because you are restrained. You are stunned. Wait, no. Yeah, it's stunned is incapacitated, so yes. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That's
Okay, that is... You are now grappled. And you take 6 points of psychic damage.
okay.
That is all. Because you are already stunned and you can't be grappled. You can't be double stunned. So you are just grappled. Thank you. Alrighty, second Mind Flayer. He can't get past his friend, but he's going to roll to see if he gets his Mind Blast back. He does not. So he's gonna... Oh man, he has limited options. He is going to... He is also going to attempt to dominate Leonhard. Wisdom save, please.
I picked the wrong spell to open up with.
Leonhard's fine. And just a bit about it so far. I mean, so far, even with the
Indomitable.
amount of... you don't need it, you're fine.
No.
Oh, you're
I'm
just saying you
I'm
are?
indomitable. I'm using it.
I mean, even though there's been a couple fails, that aura, just your regular aura is getting some fucking
So
value,
good.
Sartre. Alrighty, and the first of you to actually get a turn, Leonhard. He's in the fight. He's ready.
All right. So he draws his sword, and in a blue glimmer, the frosty beauty in his hand, he tries to get past Satra and the Mind Flayer.
Okay, you will be at half movement, but you can force your way past as long as you don't end your turn in either of their spaces.
Yeah, I would go here.
Okay, you're able to do so. It doesn't want to let you pass, and Sartre doesn't have a choice, so it is half movement for both of them.
That's okay. And then, with a challenging gaze towards the big guy, he says, "Oh, you watch very closely because what I'm gonna do to you will be 3 times as painful."
As a reminder, Leonhard, you should be making the intelligence saves at advantage because you still have your boon.
That is correct. I also forgot about
Yep,
it, though.
as a reminder. I assume
Yep.
you have it written down what it does, so...
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so yeah, reread that for next round. Okay, yeah, what you doing?
And he will hack at the Mind Flayer.
Hack of the Mind Flayer. That
14.
will be a miss.
That is a miss. That is okay. Second attack.
Second attack, that's a hit.
And he will try to make this a trip attack.
Okay, interesting. That's a what save
So
from
it
it?
needs to make a strength save.
Strength save, oh dear. Oh, wow, 18.
Damn, that actually saves it.
It does not have a good buff. That was very lucky for it. Attack
But
3.
it still takes
Oh, one extra
of
point of
extra
damage.
And third attack coming through. 16.
16 hits.
Good.
Another
And
10
you know
point
what? We're
damage.
gonna try that same trip attack again.
Okay, trip attack round 2. 3.
That is a fail.
Yay.
6 extra points of damage. I'm going to argue that it tripping, because it's grappling Zartro with its mouth tentacles, is absolutely going to break the grapple. Because it's not holding on to that.
I just like give like Leonhard like a side wink, like
Yeah, the one part of your body, you are stunned, but you feel something sticky wrap around your head, and then wrap off and see the golden armor that you could only recognize as Leonhard. and
Tetra, are you
give
sure
away.
it wouldn't drag Satra down as well, and he's pinned now as well? No, I'm just kidding.
I am a kind and generous
Just kidding.
DM, but that sounds
I
like
know I'm a big thick boy.
Alrighty, it's prone on the floor.
It's prone on the floor. That is good. Emboldened by his moves, Leonhard uses Action Surge.
Oh, here we go. Advantage on attacks because it is prone.
Yeah, but he will move to 5 feet here and
Oh.
attack the other guy.
It will use its reaction to attack of opportunity you.
Yep.
Okay, 18 to hit.
18 is a miss.
Okay, should have a disadvantage anyway, so it technically rolled a 15, so my bad. Okay, you scoot away and move up to the other one.
Yep, and unleashes another flurry of attacks.
Swing, swing, swing. 27 hits, 13 points. Nice.
Same procedure as always. Trip attack.
Strength save. Come on, come on. 126.
That's a fail and 1 extra damage.
It is prone. So now advantage
the
against
next-
this one.
Yeah, the next 2 attacks will be with advantage.
Yes, they will.
Yes, sir. 24.
24 hits, another 14 points of damage. While his
Yeah.
party remained stunned, Leonhard proceeded to win the fight. 15 points of damage as well. And that was your last one, unless you want to do any other maneuvers.
No, I already used a bunch, so he won't do anything. He will just grin triumphantly and challenging at the big one.
Okay, no worries. Kaizan, make your rolls. The only
Yep.
person still affected by both.
Intelligence.
Still
Oh,
stunned.
that's a fail.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dude.
Oh,
I don't know
not
what's happening.
confused.
You have a good
baby.
buff. You are not confused.
Fog.
Dude, I am so sorry. You have decent wisdom.
Hey, my wisdom was fine.
Yeah.
Just then.
I don't know.
Interesting.
You sounds like you need a boon of Flacketh.
True.
Alrighty. Also free from influence, Shivari.
All right. Well, both of those dudes are currently prone, so
Mhm.
just gonna throw some Eldritch Blast at the big dude.
Okay, take the shots.
26.
26 will hit.
And 8 force damage, and we'll start knocking back on each hit.
Okay, one moment before you go too much further, because technically he has to make... Oh, no, wait, no one is confused anymore. So, yeah, he does not have to hold concentration on confused. So 10 feet back.
Yep.
Okay. 13 will miss.
Okay, and then the last attack.
26 will hit.
26.
Boop. Boop. He's going for the pool. He's gonna swim.
And then she'll move back 20 feet, so I'm 15 feet off map, I guess.
Yes, please. Put minus 15 in your blue dot, please. Bar 3.
Okay. I think I did it. Maybe.
I'll let you know. You did not. Sorry, yeah, red bar, bar 3. Minus 15. I did it for you. So yeah, if you click on your token, you'll now see there is like a little red minus 15. That's in your bar
Okay.
3 when you hit on the cog.
Okay.
So use that to measure your distance off screen.
Cool, cool.
Alrighty. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. You booped him back 20 feet. He's coming right back. But Does he have reach? Ooh, hang on. He does have reach. Okay. Displeased at all this bullshit, he's gonna step the fuck up. And he's gonna go... I mean, he's gonna go for a tentacle attack of his own. He's gonna use his reach tentacles and try and attack Leonhardt. 19 to hit.
Right on the AC.
Okay. That is going to be 34 points of psychic damage.
Whew.
And you are grappled.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to make an intelligence saving throw. You are just out of Sartra's aura.
Oh no.
Okay. So this time with advantage because of the
because of your boon.
lucky spoon.
Yes.
Woo.
You are not stunned.
But I'm grappled, you said?
You are grappled, correct. So your movement
Okay.
speed is reduced to 0. That's all that does.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Satra, make your save.
Yep.
Believe. Believe. Plus your 4, you are free.
Yay!
You'll be able to act normally next turn. Mind Flayer, unless of course the Mind Flayers get their stuff back. This one does not. He's gonna stand up. Very displeased, but he is going to still make the most of... I mean, you're not stunned anymore, but he doesn't know this. As he stands up and goes to tentacle you, you start moving again, so he doesn't have advantage anymore. 13 to hit will absolutely miss you, I assume. And the other one, will it get its Mind Blast back? It does, but there's a person right in its face who is already grappled. So it is going to join in and attempt to tentacle you as well. 9 to hit.
Fail.
That is a miss. All right. Leonhardt von Griever. You are grappled by the big one. Which means you can't move any closer to it.
Yep.
But you do have the other one. Up in your grill.
And Leonhardt is already as close as he wants to be in the first place.
Oh, shit.
So, let me see. Okay, second wind, short rest. Nice. So he's going to use that immediately.
Nice.
And focus on his source of inspiration, a young redhead woman, as per usual. And he's going to heal for 1d10 plus 12. 14.
One
Nice.
moment, please. Thank you. All right, yep, you heal up. Spam in the chat, not allowed.
Yep, and then he will whack back on the little Mind Flayer in front of him.
Alrighty. Give it a whack. Give it a wallop. Ooh, that's going to be a
10.
miss. That's a hit.
21.
12 points of 13 points of damage.
And 19.
How do you want to kill the first Mind Flayer of the fight?
Nice.
Leonhardt, when he realizes that this thing can barely keep moving, is going to strangle it with the big Mind Flayer's tentacle.
Okay, you're grappled, you can't move from the spot, but you quickly whip your neck and the tentacle wraps around and you lean backwards and choke it to death with the tentacle.
Yep.
Damn, that's metal.
Alright, those are your attacks and your bonus action, and you've already action surged. Don't believe you have a second one yet, or do you?
No, I don't have a second one.
Okay.
Sadly.
That comes later.
So, can I try to break the grapple now?
It is an action to do so.
Okay, then I'll do that next turn.
Okay. Alrighty. Kaizan, make your int save.
Alright.
I believe in
No.
you.
No.
Oh no.
Kaizan is stunned.
He's stunned.
Oh, carry!
CC
God, I
stuns
really
me.
need greater restoration.
Oh dear. I think lesser cures stun. Hang on.
Does
If
it?
it does, I have that. I'll look.
Let's look. Lesser restoration.
Think it does?
No.
I don't think so.
Condition.
Blinded, deaf, and paralyzed, or
Mm,
poisoned.
Yeah,
Nah.
no, not in this case. Alrighty. Okay. Okay, Kaizan remains stunned. Shivari.
Alright, so she's 15 feet back. She'll
Yep.
run forward 15, and then another 15, and far step.
Okay. Bamf to.
So that'll be where from Satra is. It's up to 60 feet, so she'll go all the way back 60 feet. Just about there, I think.
Alright, you bamf yourself right to the back of the chamber.
And then turn around, since that is a bonus action, and start
it is.
throwing Eldritch Blasts at the big dude.
Alrighty, take your shots.
Let's
26
see.
hits. Would you like to push him?
Yeah, get him
Okay.
in range of Leonhardt.
Alright, well, you push him into Leonhardt, so I'm just going to put him next to Leonhardt. Unless you can push him up to 20 feet. I don't know how that 10 feet. How's that work?
Push the creature up to 10 feet away.
Would you like to push him 5 feet or 10 feet to go around Leonhardt?
Just if it can go around Leonhardt, start pushing him
Sure. Okay, there we go.
further towards the.
That's
the
about as
rest
far
of
as you
her
can push him, though,
allies.
because there is a wall here.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, so the second was 26.
Second shot, also hit. Another 15 points of damage.
15.
And 15 will miss.
Alright. Yeah, that's her turn.
Okay, its turn. Oh man, okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I think that's happening. Okay, each of these spells are once a day. Okay, which means... Alright, it's gonna look to Leonhardt. I mean... does it do that or does it do that?
In the end, it won't matter.
It's gonna... Okay. With its tentacles wrapped around you, it begins to move forward. As you see its tentacles lift up, you can see what appears to be a round-toothed mouth underneath the tentacles as it begins to move towards the top of your head. As it bites into the top of your... Attempts to bite into the top of your head. 24 to hit.
Oh no.
24 hits, goddammit.
Okay, you take 58 points of piercing damage.
What the fuck, dude?
Does that drop you to 0 hit points?
No.
Okay, it does not devour your brain.
Don't worry, Leonhardt, I've got you.
Speaking of which, Satra.
Alrighty, so first things first, I'm gonna use my Aura of Vitality and bonus action, give Leonhardt some healies.
Okay. Now
Oh,
you can
yeah.
roll out of this fight.
Yay! 15
Nice.
points of healing.
Okay, good.
Okay, and seeing that there, oh no, what do? I can't let this thing get to Kaizan, but I have to help Leonhardt.
Big healer decisions.
Is this a magical effect restraining Leonhardt?
No, it is tentacles.
Oh. Oh, it automatically escapes from non-magical restraints. Okay.
Oh.
Wow, I'm really glad. I'm just gonna hold up in front of Kaizan and just say, Leonhardt, go! And I'm gonna cast Freedom of Movement on him.
Can you put that in the chat, please?
Yes.
Thank you much, Lee.
It's my last 4th level spell slot.
You touch a willing creature.
I guess
Fuck!
it touched me.
Okay, well,
Reach
sorry,
out and
Kaizan.
touch
I'm gonna
Leonhardt.
move past this guy.
Okay, you force your way past him. Half movement.
Yep.
Paralyzed
what
or
it gives me.
restrained or grappled by non-magical. Okay, yep. Okay, you touch Leonhardt. Leonhardt, you feel yourself just become ultra nimble and you feel the magical bindings just feel looser. You find your gap, and as Satra's magic flows into you, you pull yourself out of the grapple and are freed.
Okay, and then I'm gonna move back in front of Kaizan.
You force your way back around.
Excuse me, pardon me!
The Illithrid's 100% gonna attack of opportunity you, because of course it is.
Yeah, I didn't leave its movement.
Yes, you did. It has a 10-foot
Yeah,
range.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Okay, 20 to hit.
yeah, that hits.
Okay, well in that case, you finish. Well, you'd finish in this guy's space, but because you can't finish in another creature's space, you are pulled back to here. You're going to take 9 points of psychic damage, which is a really low roll.
That's okay compared to the 58.
Yes, compared to the 58, it could be worse. Oh, that's why, because I rolled the wrong attack, because I rolled the actually wrong attack. Okay, sorry, 27 points, not 9 points of psychic damage.
My stuff is still up.
It's still up.
27, you said?
Yes, please.
Alrighty.
And your
By the way, did the monster crit me last turn?
No,
Okay.
that was not a crit. That's how rough this thing is.
Monka.
Okay, you are now grappled, and I need an intelligence saving throw, please.
But it can just do this on its reaction?
It's its attack. It's a regular attack.
What the fuck?
You got this.
It's basically its only attack that isn't to nom your head, but it has to grapple you for that.
16?
16, you are stunned until the grapple ends.
Okay.
I got this.
Okay.
Satra, I won't leave you hanging.
Alright.
You better not, I
hentai
just got
thing.
stuck for you. A manly tear rolls down his eye.
Alright, this Mind Flayer is going to make the most of its opportunity and go say hi to Kaizan, because it did not get its Mind Blast back. It's going to attempt to tentacle Kaizan.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
That'll hit.
20 points of psychic damage. You are already stunned. It can't double stun you.
These things are insane.
Mind Flayers are tough, dude. They are really, really rough. That's why they're like key monsters in D&D. Alrighty, that's its turn. Leonhard von Griever.
Okay.
For other
After
Prepping us
seeing
for Baldur's
Satra's-
Gate 3.
Yeah. After seeing and witnessing Satra's noble sacrifice that ended up him getting strangled now, he will, with beautiful fury, try to hack the big mind
just
player
so
trying
you
to
know,
break
you
the
can
grapple.
try and break someone else's grapple if you want to pull them
Yes.
out. So
I
okay,
want to break the grapple.
this would be your action. Are you okay with that?
That would be an athletics check.
It would.
And does that count like a regular attack? So would I get 3 tries?
No, it is an action to break a grapple. It is a attack replacement to make a grapple.
Let me see if I can do something. If I were to attack this thing with a menacing attack, causing it to be frightened, would that break the grapple?
No, but it would have disadvantage on attacks because you would be in its line of sight, so it would have disadvantage on attacks versus Satra.
That is
As long as
true.
you stayed next to Satra. You can also goading attack it, which would also do the similar job.
Yep. One last thing I'm gonna ask: if I use disarming strike and I target the tentacle, I guess it can't drop it.
I would argue it's holding Satra.
Yeah.
I don't see. Yeah, roll a cool. I don't see why not. You can try.
So,
Drop me like a lead balloon.
All right,
Drop
here
you
we
like a
go.
sword, baby.
Get him,
All right.
Leonard.
Attack, miss.
second one.
Second attack. Roll 20, please. Miss.
Oh
yeah,
no. Go, go, Leonard. I
shit,
believe in
come
you.
on.
Down to 1. Hits.
Okay.
Yay!
Now wait a
15
minute.
15
It needs to
plus.
make a strength saving throw.
Could you give me the damage first, please?
Yes, sure.
Thank you, sir. So it's 15 plus.
What's with these
1.
ones today?
So
Got them.
16 points of damage. Okay, math is hard. Okay. Big chunk. Jeez, Leonhard is top in the damage chart today. It does help that one person can't get on it because he's been stunned on combat. I'm so sorry, Crowan.
All
Okay.
good.
And a strength save. That's going to be an 8.
That's a fail.
All right.
Yay.
You can choose. It drops one object you could choose. Sartre, you are deposited from the tentacle. I see no reason why
Confirmed
that should not
object.
be allowed. No, honestly, I see no reason why that shouldn't be allowed. That's great. And with that, you also break the stun, because the stun lasts until the grapple ends. So you are not
Thank
grappled
you,
or
Sir
stunned anymore.
Leonhard.
That is
I got
a
your back.
fucking value attack. Alright, that you turn Leonhard?
That is my turn.
Kaizan, intelligence saving throw. You are not in the aura. That does not
Nope.
save you. I'm so
stunned.
sorry.
It happens.
Shivari.
Alright, so let's see, those two are fighting Big Dude and
Yeah.
Kaizen is having trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, she will far step back here
Back behind Kaizan, okay.
and then start attacking the Mind Flayer that's attacking Kaizen.
Alright, blast it.
Nice.
16,
16 on the Mind Flayer hits.
knocking
Nice.
him back 10 feet.
And 10 points of force damage. Big hit.
And then a
It
29.
is next to Leonhard and Sartre now. Hit. Do we want to push it back further? I don't think you can really with Leonhard in the way.
Yeah, it probably couldn't. And then we'll just do the third attack on it. Another 29.
No, and 8 points of damage. Nicely done.
And then she will use her movement to stand in front of Kaizen.
Oh, nice.
That is so epic.
Aww.
Okay. She's running out of spells.
This is the most epic fight we've ever had, by the way, in this campaign.
I mean, the way you guys are playing around it is really good.
The way this whole fight just turns out, it's crazy.
I just feel bad for Crone.
yeah.
All right. Well, it's about to get potentially much, much worse for someone.
Oh no.
It's gonna have to be Leonhard. He's the one who's been being the most nuisance. It's gonna look to you, Leonhard. It's gonna look to you. This is unacceptable, and it is going to attempt to blast your mind with energy. Please
I
make
guess that's once again a psychic attack, no magic attack.
No, this is a spell.
Oh, anti-magic shield.
Anti-magic shield, alright. Well, this is a... Okay, so, let me do the thing. Okay, so you automatically... Hang on, is this an attack or is this a save? Okay, so automatically you take damage from this spell.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what happens, you take damage. So you're going to take 12 points of psychic damage.
Oh, okay.
And now you must make an intelligence saving throw, which you will have an advantage. And
Yes, sir.
then, if you succeed on the saving throw, then we will have the dice rolled. So turn to save your stun Sartre's aura, which will buff this. 20,
True,
you
true.
succeed. Alright,
Alright.
please roll me a d6. Let's
So
see if
for the
blow up
viewers,
your
real
team.
quick, Leonhard has a shield
He has an
made
anti-magic
of
shield.
flail snail carapace, and that's basically what he's using there. So,
Yep. 4.
no additional effect.
No additional effect. Okay. Alright, so you just succeed on the save.
Yep.
Okay. Well, succeeding on the save, it does not shatter your mind, removing your intelligence and personality, reducing your intelligence and charisma scores to 1 with
What
feeble
the fuck
mind.
was-
That's good.
So you survived that. That's the
That's
one
nice.
time it could do that today. So you survived that.
Would
If
this
you
have been permanent?
No, it's you get to
Okay.
redo the roll every 30 days, or it can be ended with a greater restoration or heal or wish spell.
The party could have molded and reshaped Leonhard's personality to something more pleasant.
You would have been able to hang on, let me read what it does. Okay, so your charisma and intelligence scores become 1. You can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any way. The creature can, however, identify its friends, follow them, and even protect them, so you'll still be able to fight.
Oh my god.
At the end of every 30 days, the creature can repeat the saving throw against the spell. If you succeed the saving throw, the spell ends. It can also be ended by greater restoration, heal, or wish. But you avoided it! So, all good. Alrighty,
Just
that's
would
its
have been a
turn.
drooling pretty boy.
And Satra, because that's all it could
All
do.
right. Well, we're gonna bonk the heck out of this boy.
Honk it hard.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we're not.
Miss. Attack 2.
No,
That
we're
is also
not.
a miss. I'm sorry.
Alrighty, and then I'm going to give Leonhardt another heal.
Nice with your aura.
Yep.
It's a D spell. Not bad. 14. Jeez.
14 points of healing.
That's not a fucking
Much
bad.
obliged, Your Grace.
That's me.
Okay. The Mind Flayer, who has been yeeted across the room. He's gonna look, realize it's a bad idea to step away, so he's gonna turn around, look to see who looks the most immediately edible, and is gonna attack Leonhardt.
All right, bring it.
Zarch, did you have Sentinel, I believe?
I do not have Sentinel.
Ah.
We've had Sentinel.
That was it. Okay. Alright, well, tentacles incoming for Leonhardt's delicious noggin. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 is a miss, and Leonhardt is going to deflect that attack with his shield and try a riposte.
Riposte it! Your delicious noggin is not being munched on, as you send a sword back into its mouth. 24 hits, 8 points of damage.
And gets the 1d10 as well.
Oh, and 1d10. Another 4 points of damage. That one's looking pretty rough. Okay, that's its turn. Oh, I forgot to roll to see if it gets its stuff back, so it will clearly not use that this turn. It does not anyway. Leonhardt.
All right. At this point, Leonhardt has had enough. He's had his fair share of tentacles, mind fuckery, and whatever else is going on in this. And let me see. So you said the little mind flayer looks pretty bad shape, huh?
Yes.
All right, then he's gonna end what he started.
Alright.
Just waiting up. There we go.
17 hits. How do you want to kill it? Leonhardt, 2 for 2.
With a elegant lunge, he's basically just shoving his sword right in the eye.
Okay, we would like to avoid that kind of imagery, if possible. That particular
Yes.
kind of imagery. Okay. We will avoid that. So you stab it in the head, is what we will say.
In the head.
Okay, you slice through it, and it does die.
Good.
Alrighty. Okay, that's
Turns
your first
around.
attack.
Can I use my third attack?
Oh yeah, that is your well, no, your second attack, dude. Your first one was reaction.
Oh, my second. That's right.
Hell
That's
yes,
right.
the second and third incoming.
Mmm.
Miss.
Maybe not that one.
And hit.
Okay, and you know what? His last maneuver, he is going to
Ooh.
make or try to make a goading attack.
Okay, goading attack.
So he taunts it and says, it basically gives it this look like I'm watching you and you stay with me.
Okay, wisdom save from the Illithrid. 24.
Oof, that's a safe.
But another 4
Still
points
takes
of
4
damage.
points of extra damage though.
Nice. Alrighty. That's your turn as you have a bonus.
Nope, that's my turn.
Kaizan, please, for the love of God, make an int save. Yes!
Hey,
Oh.
let's go!
Kaizan can act next
Done
turn.
All right.
Shivari.
Alright. Yeah, I guess
Barrier
she's
has
gonna.
arrived.
Actually, she will far step over here.
Wing. Okay.
Well, unless that gives her not line of sight on the creature.
No, you have line of sight. This is a sort of arch. You can see underneath it.
Okay. And she'll just start throwing Eldritch Blasts at him.
Eldritch
again.
Blasts. 24 hit, 8 points.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Natural 20,
Ooh.
nice. A solid
big roll.
maths worth of damage. A solid 23 points of damage. Oof. And 28. Jesus, these rolls. Alrighty.
Let's go.
It's starting to look pretty shaky.
Yeah, that's Shivari's turn.
Okay. Okay. The Illithirid. Okay. It's probably going to fail on this attempt. It looks over to the pool and is going to try and make it is going to use its action to disengage and run for the pool.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
It can be 30 feet. It doesn't get very far. It does mean that everyone, including Shivari if she wants, because it does run melee past her,
Heck
can
yeah.
get an attack of opportunity against it. Okay, 15 misses. Satra. And if Shivari, you want to hit it, unless you have Warcaster, you can blast it with a spell if you want.
I do not have Warcaster,
Okay.
but
Do you want to punch it?
nah.
Okay. Alright, it gets to there. That's its turn. Satra. You can see...
Okay.
Kaizan, as you get up from your stunned state and you look over, you see sitting on the very edge of the pool what appears to be a metal tuning fork.
Okay.
Okay, Satra.
I am going to. Where is it? I have a channel divinity that just says no.
You have a chance ability that stops it leaving, correct?
Yup, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna champion challenge it.
Okay, that's a wisdom save from it.
It is.
Okay. That's a bonus action for you. It's a 12 for it, with a +8. Feels bad. Rolled a 4. So it is... It cannot move more than 30 feet away from you, so it is stuck exactly here.
Fantastic.
Alright, I'm gonna say,
Okay,
well,
take
I'm
it aside.
stuck here, but the rest of you can kill it.
Alrighty.
And then as my action, I'm gonna give points to Leonhardt
With lay on hands or just using the vitality?
with the aura vitality.
Nice. Alright. Heals for Leals. Hit 1 cents in my head. Then went to healing to Leonhardt.
Good. Thank you, Your Grace.
You are very welcome. Now kill it, please.
The party doesn't have aggression issues. The party has saving the world issues. Leonhardt.
All right, so reinvigorated by Satra's aura, he chases after that thing, and with a
So you're not going to get the triple.
let's see what happens. That's 1.
Hit.
Number 2. The tension.
Attention. Hit. It's still up, but barely. Next
All
hit
right,
will
make
kill
it
it
a
if you hit it.
triple.
That's a hit. How do you want to kill it?
Yay!
With a leap of faith, he just jumps at that thing and tries to behead it.
Okay, you are successfully able to do so. As it turns and tries to lift its staff up into the way, its other hand reaching out for the pool, you can see it beginning to mutter an incantation that you recognize hearing from the invisible hag as a plane shift spell. You slice straight through the staff and straight through its head as its body falls forward, hand reaching out towards the pool, and its head falls with a wet, slippery thump as the tentacles slap the floor as well next to it.
Poor Kaizan.
Poor Kaizen. That is a successful...
Good job, team.
That is a successful, not a single action fight for Kaizen. The poison will remain on the arrows, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. We're out of initiative, team. I think now's probably a good time for our halftime break.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
then
think Crowin really needs it. That was
Yeah.
he worked
a lot
really
of work I
hard.
did there. Wow.
Damn it, dude, you don't even have bad rolls for that. you have +2 to the stat, and you were in the aura most of the
Unlucky.
time.
Yeah. Just unfortunate. The way the dice roll.
It happens. Alrighty, we're going to head to a break, everybody. We'll be back in about 3 minutes for the continuation of the session. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
We're helping the NHS, and we're reaching the most vulnerable.
And we're back, everybody. Hello. So, the group killed the Ulitharid. And also the little mind flayers, too. That mental quandary went out the way real quick after visiting the labs. So, you guys find yourself in the pool. The pool room. With a giant dead mind flayer and two smaller dead mind flayers in front of you. What do you want to do?
Go look at whatever tuning fork was by the pool.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Because I had this, and then I closed it. Okay. Here we go. Okay. It is a quartz tuning fork.
Okay.
Would you like to try ringing it?
I'll tell party about it first. There's a tuning fork here. Think and these things are used for something about planar travel or something like that, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I think each is tuned to its own place or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Do you know if it works like a one-way ticket, or could more of these things find their way to our plane through this item?
I think you need it to be able to like travel through it, I believe, but not 100% sure.
Hmm.
We
Perhaps
could,
it is best if we keep it with us and
Yeah, could try it, see where it goes, or see if it does anything.
I vote if we
It
take
works
a
even.
nap before we see where it goes.
I could try to identify it, and maybe that will give me information on where it goes.
Yeah, maybe actually, yeah.
Great idea, Shabari.
Okay. So, is the plan identify and short rest?
I'm ready for a rather long rest. I don't know about the rest of you.
I don't know if I'd want to take a long rest down here.
Oh no, we're
necessarily.
going back to the inn for sure.
Okay,
Mm.
I'm okay with that. This was the
Agreed.
creature that we were supposed to kill, and we were successful. So
Yeah. Could see what this identify this, then try to head back.
we could just head back, and then I can identify it at the inn and stuff.
The sooner we
Either-
leave this tentacle hole, the better.
Okay.
I guess Leonhard would try to investigate the place real quick, though, if there's anything of value, like a chest or
Okay.
something else that looks
Yeah.
suspicious.
Roll an investigation,
Fire-
my good sir. Shivari
I
would.
was gonna do the same.
Okay, so one
See
each or one of advantage, please.
if there's anything of interest in the room.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
1.
On 4.
And 11. Okay, Shivari, the first thing you would find is this tuning fork was not the only one in the room.
Oh.
You were able to find another one made of steel.
And another one.
Oh, good.
Would Leonhard recognize that the metal or the metal is different?
Oh,
from
yeah,
the other one?
quartz and steel are very visually different metals, so yes.
Good.
I mean, I'm pretty sure quartz is a stone, a gem?
Yes.
Yeah, quartz is a gem, so they are very, very visually different.
Shavari, what do you make of this? The material which they're made from is greatly different. Do you think one is attuned to this being, and the other one was attuned to another mind flayer?
Well, if I'm remembering correctly, aren't they tuned to a certain place or plane or something like that? So maybe they go to different places.
So it is attuned to a location and not to a being.
I think that is how it works. When I identify it later, I'll have a better idea.
Great.
Okay. Alrighty then, so, excuse me. You guys carry on looking around the room. Shivari, you are able to find what appears to be several vats, but they are different design to the ones that appear to be full of tadpoles.
And more vats.
Oh boy.
They're different, but they're probably not great.
Into the pit.
Would you like to look inside them, or are they going straight in the pit?
Yeah, take a look inside.
Okay. You see they appear to be full of clothes and items, and it looks like these were items taken off people who were brought down here.
Ooh, money.
This looks like possessions. I don't see any. There's no like gross things in there, right?
No, not bad. Hang on. Well, I'll tell you what you see. You see what appears to be, as you open all the vats and have a look inside, you see what appears to be one full of copper pieces, 400 copper pieces. These are smaller vats. So there are 400 copper pieces, 5,000 silver pieces,
Ooh.
1,700 gold pieces, 60 platinum pieces. Let me know if I'm going too fast or too slow.
Nope, got it so
Okay.
far.
You have a box of perfumed candles that they could sell for a little bit of money. I'm just going to copy this down so I have it for later if you do try to sell them, because they do have a price set to them. A small vial of perfume. Again, anything I'm saying here has a price next to it, so you can sell it.
Okay.
Okay. A small vial of perfume, a feathered talisman, a rabbit fur ribbon,
Huh.
a rabbit fur talisman, a pair of painted glass dice, the true treasure, a broom, looks like it's been used, a longbow with etchings into the side of it, a sling also with etchings into the side of the handle, and a long sword with, let me get a description for it. Is there a description? Images? Yes. That looks like, is that what I'm looking for? That's what I'm looking for. Okay, it is a long sword with a metal fin at the base and out into a wider, probably painted gold handle as opposed to full pommel. Sorry, the handle itself appears to be wood with a iron base.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
She'll relay everything as she's finding it through the vats and stuff.
Okay.
Leonhardt would show some interest towards the sword and just, try to look at it real quick.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it has small runes carved into the side of it. You can. It looks like it might have, again, the runes similar to the kind of sword you have, where you can tell there might be some magic in it, but you can't be sure. There are runes that are similarly made on swords you've seen in Holm that are more good luck charms.
Friends, this
thanks
weapon
for the
does
side.
strike my curiosity. Would you say it is of magical property?
Looks like it. At a quick glance.
Hmm.
I can identify it with the other stuff later.
Splendid.
Do you want to take all of this?
I was going to suggest you return it, but these aren't really personal items you can return.
We could give it to the town as kind of a. Well, I guess we can't say sorry for killing your smithing giants, because that technically didn't happen. Wink.
He fell.
Right. On his hammer. When smithing.
Because of the mind flayers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, should we be on our way?
Yeah. Let's just take it with us. We can figure out what to do later.
Alright, then just put it in the bag of holding, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, cause I want to check out if I don't remember if anyone already checked the big illithid body, and then the pool as well.
Okay, the pool appears to be of the same brine material that the was in the vats you guys found in the lab earlier. The large body and the smaller Mind Flayer bodies, all you find is a broken staff and they are all wearing plate armor and robes.
Okay.
Oh, you do find a components pouch, sorry, on the, Nope, no you don't, because they use psionics to cast. So yes, you do not find the, you do not find a components pouch or anything like that. Just the robes and the armor. And the broken staff. And again, Supers, thank you for the sub.
Alright.
Alrighty.
All right, out we go.
Okay, you guys scoot on out of here. Find yourselves back at the top. Once you begin to leave, you find yourselves out of the way of the cave. Your rope is still there. You're able to climb up there. Retribution's at the top, turns to face you guys, just like, oh, it's Satra. Hey, how'd it go?
I don't feel very good, Retribution.
Ah, man, I can see that. Are those teeth marks? Looking at Leonhard, who has teeth marks in his head.
Those are... Yes, let's just leave it at that.
Alright, so you guys are going to leave the smith?
Yep.
Okay, you guys exit the smithy as well, and make your way up the mountainside to what is now a little bit darker. You guys were down there for a couple hours. It's a little bit of a later evening at this point, but you can see a lot of the crowd has dispersed, but there's still enough people there who see you coming up, see you're alive, for starters, and give out a "Hey!" as you come up. War Chief Thrall steps up to the gate as begins to unlock it as you guys make it up and just says, "Did you do it? Did you save the mines? Did you free the smith?"
What could be done has been done.
He takes you he gestures to you to come aside with him for a second. Do you follow?
I'll follow him.
Okay. He leans in and says, "Your wording implies something didn't go fully according to plan. Is everything alright?"
When we came to the room with the smith, we found him dead.
Roll deception.
Yep.
Sorry for the lags, everyone. They're happening. It is everyone being at home.
18.
18. Okay. Before I go on to the result of that, as a quick question, because if we were to mention a certain word beginning with C during the streams, all monetization on the YouTube video would be removed.